Hello and welcome back to Zurich. It's a photographic scene over here and a very classic exposure for street photography with the scene of the LEDs. We're gonna take a few shots over here and later we're gonna walk around the city with Paul, and he's an energized photographer as well. So we're gonna hunt in the city today. And we're going to make some time lapses as well, but first off we're gonna start with some double exposures with the scene over here. So we're looking for a tram to come to catch it with the flag. And exposure wise I'm going with, oh damn, I forgot the lens cap here. Exposure wise I'm going with aperture around 11 and then quite fast shutter speed of 1,000th. For the first frame over here. Nice, so the tram with the flag is framed over here and we're gonna go over here to catch the second exposure a bit closer in and a slower shutter speed to catch the whole scene. Nice, just like that. Yeah, welcome to Zurich. Rich badassness everywhere. Okay, I'm already quite happy with that one. I'm getting another shot over here with where I zoom a little more in to get a bigger flag, and I tried to align it a bit straighter. Over here with the tram as well. Here comes the second one. Nice. Okay, I'm liking that one. Let's see how to frame that over here. So we want to frame that in with the people walking there and get a slower shutter speed to frame that image. Nice. Alright, I think that does the job. We're gonna walk on and we're gonna tune in later for some time lapses and some other locations. Now we're going to head a bit further down in the Old Towns village, and it's a really nice scene over there, so see you over here. Cool. So we're heading from the station street over here into the downtown, and we're gonna take a few shots over here, and we want to catch the church towers. So heading for church towers, we want to get some double exposures of the architecture. Doing so, I'm just gonna set up a few test shots, so we're switching on double exposure and check the perspective over here. Okay, so it's quite a bright shot, but I kinda like it. So I'm going with a faster shutter speed, and I'm going to lower the ISO as I was on ISO 320, so going down to ISO 200 and shoot another frame over here. So I'm going with a mixed perspective as before. Framing that in there with quite a depth. Beautiful. So I like the architecture part about it, but I think we can frame it a bit more sideways. If we frame it a bit more sideways, we get more into the image. So I'm doing that over here. Yes. That should be around it. So framing it like that, we fill in the image more, so we don't have that many black spaces, and that's really nice. I have to catch the flag over here with the stars, as this is from where I come from. So I'm setting up a shot for that one. And I'm going to frame that one just with another exposure over here. And the second exposure I'm going with a fast shutter speed. So framing that in and shoot. Nice. Alright, so we're heading over here, over up there, and there's a nice viewpoint. We want to catch some frames. Ausser du willst noch da hindern, oder wenn wir da hochgehen? Nice. So there's all these flags, and this is a Swiss flag, and from Zurich you probably saw that before once or twice. So I like this alley and I want to get a zoom effect in here. So I'm just going to frame a shot, zoom a bit in and frame a second shot, which leaves us with a dreamy world in here. And I kind of like the effect, as it's always a lot of the image you can imagine. It really gives you an idea where you are and where to look at. So I want to catch a frame with Paul in there, as I like the scene, and I'm going with Apache 7 and the shutter speed of 250. Framing that in is really waiting a long time. Yeah, quite like that. So I frame it in the middle, zoom out, get another shot. Yeah. So I'm just gonna shoot another one while he's walking, but the camera is still loading. No, he doesn't really like that. Yeah. I really like your shirt, man. Alright, I'm going to set the second frame just down here with a really fast shutter speed, and I want his shirt to kind of pop out, so we're setting him into the building over there. Get a fast shutter speed. Lovely. Yeah, I like that. Waiting for the camera to load. Yeah, I like that. Kind of really blends in there. Alright, so we're getting close to the viewpoint, so see you up there. Eindeutig, ich hätte gerne so eins, aber der Ring lange fürs Erste, das ist einfach ein Adapter fürs EOS. Ja, und du kannst auch die anderen rein tun mit dem kleinen, dann hast du einfach einen Crop. Das ist recht nice. Ja, voll easy. We arrived at the park up here, and the scene is not really good for time-lapse anymore, as all the clouds disappeared. So we're going to shoot a few frames over here because the light is awesome. As you can see, it's all the highlights over here with the trees is beautiful, and we're gonna catch that with some double exposures as well. So we're setting that on, and we're going with a quite fast shutter speed of 1000 and Apache around 10. And I forgot the lens cap as always. Yeah, framing is too dark, so I'm going with Apache 7 and a 500th of a second. That's more like it. And I'm just gonna adjust the perspective a little bit for the second frame. and shoot over that. So it's a really dark image, but it has a lot of this natural light in here. And I really like the green of it and the whole mood of the scene. So we're going to shoot a few frames in here as well with the water. For that we're going on a slower shutter speed of around 250th of a second. Neat. And I'm framing some of this beautiful light over here into the water of the first frame, so I'm zooming in quite nicely and get it like that. Beautiful. Yeah, I like the composition of that frame. I can see the light. We have my mate over here shooting some shots as well. We're going to take some shots of him and try to get some silhouette shots. So, wenn du einmal ein bisschen rauf kannst, dann können wir ein paar Shots machen. Also. Geil. Aber bist vorsichtig. Yeah, he's shooting with a Canon EOS 6D and he's hunting for some double exposures as well, which is really nice. So we want to get some silhouette shots of him. For that we're setting the aperture a bit closer and a faster shutter speed. And I have to get a little further back and a bit down for perspective. So focusing on the silhouette over here. Wonderful frame. So as we set that frame up, we're trying to align it with the city over here. For that we're going on a faster shutter speed, so the silhouette remains in the image around that. Frame it proper and wonderful. That still didn't distract the silhouette too much, and the image is quite clear, so I'm going for a slower shutter speed, around 1/800th for a silhouette, and this time I'm going closer in and catch more of the silhouette, like that. And this frame we're gonna set up with the tower over there as well. For that, again, a faster shutter speed, and we're zooming in as well. So we're going to set him above the towers, like that. Wonderful. I like this transition very much. Alright, that's it already. I'm quite happy with that one. So over here with the towers, and over here above the city. So we're gonna go on and have some fun over here with the cameras, but that's not really part of the video anymore. So see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers. Ja, die sind echt sick. Ja, die sind echt sick mit der Reflexion dort.